Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and today we're going to be looking at breaking down the diagram we're going to be using for our key concepts and looking at how we use it to connect our key concept to some real world examples here. And our key concept diagram this time is going to deal with some bowlers. So in our diagram, you're going to see that we have two sets of bowlers going on, and those bowlers are creating two sets of collisions. In both situations, the size and mass of the ball in both this collision number one, and collision number two are the same mass. So whether it's the man or the boy, both are using the same mass bowling ball. And as you watch here, the adult bowls, and you can see that there's a clear difference in velocity compared to the boy when he throws the ball. You can also see a clear difference in the collision with the pins with the male versus the little boy here. So as you're watching, your goal is to look at not only how both of these two people are throwing the ball, but also the collision at the end to help you connect our key concept to some of these real world examples. So let's take a look at how we did that and use that for our very first one. So for our key concept, as we know, a force is required to change the velocity of an object. So remember, anytime we recreate our key concepts here, we then need to connect it to something in our diagram. You don't need to connect it to everything, just something. So what evidence from the bowling diagram shows the key concept number one? Well, when looking at the diagram, you'll see that each bowler applies a different force to the bowling balls by rolling it down the lane. And notice I'm bringing in this idea that a force is required to change the velocity of an object. So I'm talking about the force that each bowler applies. When the force was applied, the bowling ball's velocity went from moving behind the player to moving in front of them. And you can kind of see that here. The adult brings the ball all the way back and then changes the velocity and makes it go forward down the lane versus the little boy here. He holds it in front of him and kind of swings it into his body with his mom's help and then kind of throws it forward. So notice both of them are using a force to change its velocity so that it goes down the bowling pin or bowling lane. So your job is to do the exact same thing. Try to connect all of our key concepts to something that's going on in the bowling diagram. Friendly reminder, the bowling diagram can be found here if you need to double check each time. Otherwise, you can always double check to make sure you got your key concepts right so that you can focus on making strong connections. If you have questions, reach out. Otherwise, good luck.